Today we dive into the fascinating world of Bulgaria, a country celebrated for its historical depth, cultural richness, and breathtaking landscapes. But what secrets lie behind the stunning beauty of Bulgarian women, often hailed as some of the most beautiful in the world? And is it true that a piece of the very cross Jesus was crucified on is housed in Bulgaria? And where exactly is it located? And how can a Bulgarian delicacy be both irresistibly tasty and teeming with bacteria? Join us as we find the answer to these questions and uncover 10 amazing facts about Bulgaria. But before we get started, make sure to smash that like button. Number 1. Bulgaria is the oldest country in Europe that has kept the same name ever since it was first founded. This happened way back in the year 681 AD, making Bulgaria over 1,300 years old. Unlike many other countries that have changed names for lots of reasons, Bulgaria's name has remained the same through all these years. From the very start, Bulgaria has been at a crossroads of cultures, influenced by its neighbors and conquerors. Despite all these influences, Bulgarians have kept their name and identity strong. Over the centuries, Bulgaria has seen the rise and fall of powerful leaders, the coming and going of different empires, and has been part of major historical events in Europe. Its name staying the same is a symbol of the Bulgarian people's endurance and pride in their culture. Visiting Bulgaria today, you can see ancient buildings and monuments that remind us of its long and fascinating history. This makes Bulgaria not just an old country by name, but a living museum of its past and still vibrant and full of life in the present day. Number 2. Bulgaria is known around the world for making something very special: rose oil. Rose oil is a super important ingredient used in making perfumes. Why? Because it smells amazing and can make you feel like you're walking in a garden full of the freshest roses. Bulgaria is one of the top places in the world where rose oil is made, and it's really good at it. There's a place in Bulgaria called the Rose Valley. It's famous because it grows lots of roses that are used to make rose oil. Every year the valley is full of colorful and fragrant roses that are just right for picking. Making rose oil is a big deal. It takes a lot of roses to make just a little bit of oil. Imagine needing thousands of roses just to fill a small bottle. That's why rose oil is so special and why it's used in the best perfumes. Bulgaria's rose oil is famous because it's very high quality. Perfume makers from all over the world want to use Bulgarian rose oil in their perfumes. When you smell a perfume with rose oil from Bulgaria, you're smelling the hard work of many people and tradition that's been passed down for generations. It's like a little bit of Bulgaria's Rose Valley in every bottle. Number 3. Buzludzha Monument. In Bulgaria, there's a very unusual building called the Buzludzha Monument. What makes it stand out is that it looks like a UFO. Yes, like the flying saucers you see in the movies about aliens. This building wasn't made for aliens, though. It was built a long time ago during a period when Bulgaria was under communist rule. Back then, it was used as a conference hall where big meetings took place. Now the Buzludzha Monument is abandoned, which means no one uses it anymore. Over time, it has become rusty and worn out, but it still catches the eye of anyone who sees it because of its unique shape and the history it carries. Even though no one uses it now, the Buzludzha Monument has become quite famous. People from all over the world come to see it, and it's often talked about. Some people think it should be fixed up because it's an important piece of history, while others aren't sure what should be done with it. Either way, it's a fascinating and slightly mysterious place that tells a story about Bulgaria's past. Number 4. Bulgarian women. In Bulgaria, people believe that taking care of how you look is really important. This might be one reason why an online travel directory ranked Bulgarian women as number 5 in the world for their beauty. There are a few reasons why Bulgarian women are thought to be so beautiful. First, Bulgaria is at a place where Europe meets Asia. Over time, many different people have come through Bulgaria, mixing together. This mix has made Bulgarians very diverse in how they look, which many people find beautiful. Another reason is the way Bulgarians live, especially in the countryside. They eat lots of fresh veggies, fruits, and dairy, which are all good for you. Eating healthy helps them stay fit and look great. Plus, Bulgaria has a pretty nice climate that lets people be active outside, getting plenty of sunshine and fresh air. So it's not just one thing that makes Bulgarian women beautiful. It's a mix of their history, how they live, and the natural beauty around them that all come together. Number 5. The ritual of kukeri. It's a super interesting tradition from Bulgaria. People dress up in big scary costumes with masks that will make you think twice before getting close. These aren't just any costumes. They're made to look really frightening on purpose. The men who wear them are taking part in an old Bulgarian ritual that's all about scaring away evil spirits. The idea behind the kukeri ritual is to keep everyone safe and bring good luck to the town or village. It happens in different parts of Bulgaria, mainly before spring starts. The men dressed as kukeri dance and make loud noises with belts attached to their costumes. They stomp around the streets, making as much noise as possible. This is all to chase away any bad spirits that might be lurking around, trying to spoil the year ahead. The costumes are incredible to look at. They're covered in colorful fabrics, furs, and big bells. The masks are the most important part, with each one uniquely designed to look as scary as possible. Some have huge teeth, big eyes, or horns. It's a sight to see. This tradition is not just for fun. It's a deep part of Bulgarian culture, showing how traditions can be used to bring people together and protect the community. People of all ages come out to watch the kukeri, cheer them on, and enjoy the festivities. It's a great example of how traditions can be both meaningful and entertaining. Number 6. The Rila Monastery in Bulgaria is not just an old building. It's like a treasure chest filled with secrets from the past. This place is so special that it's protected as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, which means it's recognized all over the world for its beauty and history. The monastery is a perfect example of Bulgarian Renaissance architecture, showing off incredible designs and artwork that will make your jaw drop. Now let's talk about hidden treasures. It's said that within the walls of the Rila Monastery there are hidden relics and treasures, and one of those amazing pieces believed to be there is a piece of the true cross. This isn't just any cross. It's said to be part of the very cross that Jesus was crucified on. Imagine having something so historic and important right there. The Rila Monastery is tucked away in the mountains, looking like something out of a fairy tale, with its stunning views and peaceful surroundings. It's not just a place for people to pray. It's a place that holds the stories and history of Bulgaria. People from all around the world come to see its beauty, learn about its history, and maybe even feel a little bit of the mystery of those rumored treasures. Whether or not the treasures are real, the Rila Monastery is a treasure in itself because of its beautiful architecture, the peace it offers to visitors, and the rich history it holds within its walls. It's like stepping back in time and touching a piece of history. Number 7. Bulgarian yogurt is special not just because it tastes good, but because it has a secret ingredient that you can't find just anywhere. This secret ingredient is a unique type of bacteria called Lactobacillus bulgaricis. Say that 3 times quick. Now, before you get the wrong idea, not all bacteria are bad. This particular bacteria is actually really good for you, and it's what makes Bulgarian yogurt so amazing. Lactobacillus bulgaricis is found naturally in the Bulgarian environment, and it's what gives Bulgarian yogurt its distinct taste and creamy texture. But it doesn't just make the yogurt taste good, it also has health benefits. Eating yogurt with this bacteria can help your stomach feel better and help your body fight off bad germs. What's cool about the Bulgarian yogurt is that it's been made the same way for hundreds of years. People all over the world love it, not only for its unique flavor, but also because it's healthy. It's thicker than the yogurt you might be used to, and it has a slightly tangy taste that makes it perfect for mixing with fruits, honey, or just enjoying by itself. So, Bulgarian yogurt isn't just any yogurt. It's a tasty treat that's packed with history, culture, and a special bacteria that's good for you, making it a favorite for many people around the globe. Number 8. Plovdiv is a city in Bulgaria that's really, really old. Like one of the oldest cities people still live in today. Imagine a place where people have been living, working, and playing since the 6th millennium BC. That's over 8,000 years ago. This means that long before many other cities were even thought of, Plovdiv was already bustling with life. Walking through Plovdiv is like taking a trip back in time. The city is full of history at every corner. You can see old buildings and ruins that tell stories of the past. Plovdiv has been home to many different people over the thousands of years, including ancient civilizations like the Thracians, Romans, and Ottomans. Each group left its mark on the city, adding layers to its rich history. What's really cool about Plovdiv is that it isn't just a museum or a place to study old things. People still live, work, and have fun there today. It's a lively city with shops, cafes, and art, mixing the old with the new. Living in Plovdiv means you're living where generations of people have lived before. In one of the oldest cities in the world. It's a place where history isn't just something you read about in books. It's something you can see and feel all around you. Number 9. The Thracian tomb of Kazanlak is a super important and cool place in Bulgaria. It's so special that it's protected as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The tomb is really old, dating back to the 4th century BC, which is more than 2,400 years ago. Inside the tomb, there are amazing paintings on the walls called frescoes. These frescoes are unique because they give us a glimpse into what life was like thousands of years ago for the Thracian people, who were one of the early groups to live in what is now Bulgaria. The pictures show scenes of battles, celebrations, and everyday life, all painted with incredible detail. However, a big challenge with the Thracian tomb of Kazanlak, keeping this ancient site safe and in good condition, is really tough. Over time, the tomb and its beautiful frescoes can get damaged. There's also a big question about how to treat the remains and artifacts found inside. Some people worry about making sure that these ancient items are handled with respect and care, considering their historical and cultural importance. Protecting the Thracian tomb of Kazanlak is important because it helps us learn about our past and the people who lived long before us. It's a treasure not just for Bulgaria, but for the whole world, showing the amazing things humans created a very long time ago. Number 10. The Seven Rila Lakes in Bulgaria are like something out of a fairy tale. They're a group of 7 beautiful lakes high up in the Rila Mountains. Each lake has its own special name that tells you something about it. For example, there's one called the Tear, because the water is so clear you can see all the way to the bottom, just like looking through a tear. These lakes are not just any lakes. They're one of the natural wonders of Bulgaria. The cool thing about them is how they're all different and have their own unique features. Some are big, some are small, but they're all stunning. The Seven Rila Lakes are like a hidden world up in the mountains where everything looks extra beautiful. People love to hike and explore this area because it feels like you're on an adventure. Walking from one lake to another, you get to see the incredible nature of Bulgaria. The mountains around the lakes make the view even more amazing. It's like being in a giant outdoor museum where everything you see is natural and untouched. The Seven Rila Lakes shows how beautiful our planet can be and remind us to take care of places like this. Visiting the lakes is a way to connect with nature and see something truly special that you can't find just anywhere. Thank you for joining us on this adventure to Bulgaria. Until then, my friends, good travels.